What's going on out there, good people, and welcome back to LMD Trading, where I am living my dream trading. We are back at it again today with another daily trade recap. Today was so-so kind of day. We finishing the day up green. Very small green. I guess maybe average for what we've been doing lately. But we did close out a trade that we took yesterday that kind of boosted the overall day up. So let's go ahead. Let's drop that P&L on the screen. Reviewing trades for January 19th. We took, how many trades is that we took? 8 trades today? Yeah, we took 8 trades today, closed out 1. P&L on the day, $65, not including the trade that we closed out. P&L on that was 3%. What we made on our money. We used $2,000 in buying power, $2,063 to be exact. Made $65, $19.50 in commissions, giving us a net profit of $45.50. One thing about options, it doesn't take a lot of money to make money, but think or swim is going to take back some of that money. When you trade in stocks, you might spend a few dollars a day trading. Options, those 65 cents each way add up. So 65 cents into a trade per contract adds up. We took 15 contracts total, multiply that by 2, and then you multiply that by 0.65, and that's the number that you're going to get right there. The 65. I'm sorry. That right there is what you're going to get. But good day overall in the market. Let's go ahead. Let's bring up the charts. And we'll go ahead and review these trades real quick. Should be fairly easy. They all coming off of just 2 charts. Let's bring this over. Let's look at Meta first. See what we did on Meta. See if it was a good trade. And I guess we didn't even look at the SPY, but we'll go back and catch the SPY when we review the trades. Just drop that candle right there. This was a put play. I was getting in more so at the bottom of this candle. Let's see where we got in on this candle at. 34 cents. So yeah, we were getting in off the bottom of this candle as it was about to make this move, and basically was trading this back down to previous low of day. And let's go ahead, let's do that real quick, and we're going to see that we got out of the first contract as it was coming down, and then I put a bracket in on this next contract, and I just let the bracket work to get me out of the trade. And as this came back up to VWAP, it stopped me out. So was trying to let that last contract kind of work, and it kind of cost us that time $11. So we should have been making $11 more on that trade. But that's how we started the morning off. Very choppy morning, And if you look, you see that Meta opened below previous low of day, broke back over it, and then just kind of chopped around. Meta was holding and trading stronger than the market. So it was showing some relative strength to the market. And I was expecting Meta to kind of catch with the market and just start a downtrend. It didn't do it. previous low of day held strong. And then we see Meta has just been trading higher, catching support off of VWAP. And it's actually up a little over $4 or $5 right now. So Meta was a strong stock this morning. Let's go ahead and take a look at the SPY. And we traded a couple of different contracts on the SPY. First one that I'm gonna look at is this call. This was somewhat of just a donation this morning. Try to, and I'm not sure if it's going to show it on this chart. I got a channel here, and before we do that, I'm gonna go. Let's see. This doesn't go back. Just to show you technical analysis. Yesterday afternoon, almost close of market. Blow this up. I drew this channel at the end of the day. And this is somewhat what made me stay in the put that I was in. And you see how I was just kind of trading in this channel. And then it got closer to the day it broke out of the channel. So I'm like, okay, that's a good thing. We out of that channel. Watch how this kind of reacted to the channel. So it tried to get back in. It couldn't. And I'll bring this back out now. Couldn't get back in it right there. Finally got back in. Came back up. This is at just about end of the day yesterday. Or end of the night, I guess I should say. And then this here is in the morning. The market opens at like 1 o'clock in the mornings during the week. The SPY does. Not everything else, just the SPY. But notice how this just kind of hung on. Just hanging on. And then we see it got out of it when the market opened. We'll keep on going. And I'm going to come on down here and start putting where I was getting in at. So first trade, I got in on this one right there. Got in as it was trying to hold VWAP. I got out on this candle right here. 2 contracts, paid $179, got out for $182. So we made $3. Yep, $182 on both of those. So we made $6 on this trade. Made $6. Then it came back down. I actually got in right here looking for this to keep going. And it didn't. And I ended up stopping out as this came back down to VWAP. So just trying to make a quick pop off this thing going higher. That wasn't what the market wanted to do today. So this here was our red trade. So this was a green trade. This was the red trade. Made us overall red on these calls because we made $6. Lost 21, ended up losing 15 off this particular contract. All right. Let's see. What was the next one? I think this was a late day. Yep, that was the late day. So we're going to go with this one right here. This is the one I think that we took the most trades on. Why don't I see any trades on it? Let's do that, and then let's bring it back. Like I say, sometimes Thinkorswim will give you your trades, and sometimes they don't. You just have to click off of it. So, all right, let's come on over here. So these were those call plays. So we took these here trades prior to. First one, getting in on that candle right there. We basically got out on the next candle. Got out right there. This one we made $5 on. $5. And we got a line right here. Could have traded that back down to that area. We see it had been acting as support. So didn't really stay in that. Ended up getting back in it though on that candle right there. And then we got out on this candle right here. And this one here, we made $8 on. Again, we could have rolled this down a little bit more, maybe made a few more dollars, but just kind of scalping our way through. And let's come and look at the next trade that we took. Let's go ahead, bring this over. Up 1010. Yeah, see? Thinkorswim be acting funky sometimes. So getting in off this candle right here. Let's see where we got in up here on this candle. So good entry as it was breaking that candle there. And we got out of the same candle. This time, trading is as it came all the way down to the bottom of this area. So that one there was a decent trade. We made $36 on that particular trade. Paid $153 per contract. We sold them for $171. So good trade there. Good solid trade. Staying in it. Trading what the chart is showing us. Let's look at the next one. Because you see all of them were on this same contract. And I was just kind of trying to scout my way on this contract. Kind of trying to trade the channel. Basically trying to trade this little channel. So got in right there. Stayed in this one ever so slightly. This green candle kind of scared me out. And again, we could have stayed in this thing to about right there. That would have been about $2. Let's see. High that candle is 205. Yeah. So 15. Could have made another $30 off of this one. Just trading this channel. Just trading this channel. And then we see that this didn't even come back up. It kept going lower and lower. Could have traded this a little bit better, but we were just kind of scalping our way through this thing. Let's look at the big picture on it real quick. If you see what it was doing, just kind of popping and going back down, comes up, goes back down, testing this area. We get the break, we get the retest, and it's lower. This would have been the perfect entry right there on that retest all the way back down. That would have been money right there. You get the break, tries to retest it, it doesn't, comes back up, test VWAP all the way back down again. So that's kind of how we was trading this thing today, and just kind of scalping our way through. Just scalping our way through, and that was pretty much it. We just basically took what the market was giving us. Other thing, a lot of times those trades, what would happen, and I won't even say a lot of times, most of those trades today that you see where I was making $6-8 on, I actually was up maybe $10 to $12, and I would kind of move the stop up, just trying to like lock in profit in case it comes back against me. So definitely could have been a better day. Easily could have added another $50 to the account, because each and every one of those little small trades were actually up over $10. And then I would move the stop to break even, and then I would move it to like 5, just trying to lock some profit in. Other thing, account that y'all hadn't heard me talk about in a while, my Webull account. Pull my phone out real quick. I ended up shutting down Thinkorswim because I was like, nah, market's not really showing nothing today. Let me go ahead and just wrap it up. But I did take a trade in my Webull account. Let's see. Made 35 bucks on that today. Let's see. Should be able to see it. Yep. 35 bucks. Trading the SPY. Traded the SPY. And it doesn't show you my ins and outs. I was trying to see what the price was on there. But yeah, so you see that one there. I just set a bracket. Ended up setting the bracket. I was hoping that it would show you what the amounts were. Okay, yeah, there it is. So I got in at 92 cents, stopped out at 132 is where that bracket was at. So overall, pretty good day. Almost $100 between those two accounts. Actually, it was over $100 because 35 and 65 is right at $100. So not bad for an hour's worth of work, I always say. But as always, hope you enjoyed the recap. If so, please go ahead, hit that like button. Also, if you are not subscribed, please think about subscribing. Every subscriber helps me out in these YouTube streets. Every like helps me out. If you're so inclined, comment. Those also help me out as well. And we will be back at this thing again tomorrow. Peace.